Hey guys, so today is my full foundation, highlight and contour routine, and it's going to be quite in-depth just because this is kind of a long process for me, so I really want to show you guys everything that I do to achieve a really highlighted and contoured face. So the first thing that I do is prime my face, and for this I'm using my Becca Rejuvenating Primer, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And then the next thing I do is go in with a concealer that matches my skin tone. I'm just taking my MAC Studio Finish Concealer and I'm just going to apply this on any redness or blemishes that I have so they really blend in with my skin. Now this doesn't have to be really neat just because we are going to be covering it up with a lot of foundation and some other concealers as well. So just so that you've kind of roughly covered up any redness or blemishes that you have. So then after I have concealed everything that I need to, I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I'm in between colours at the moment, and I'm using my Bourjois Healthy Serum Foundation just because this is my all-time favourite foundation. It gives great coverage and it also looks really natural on the skin. So I'm just going to take about 3/4 of a pump of each onto my hand. I'm between shade 52 and I believe this is 53. And then I'm just going to mix these around together with my finger like this. And then I'm just going to put this in some dots all around my face. This is just going to make sure that you get even coverage all over your face. And then I'm just going to buff that in with my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki brush. This isn't the brush that I use every single time. I tend to switch it up. Sometimes I will use my beauty blender if I want really full coverage, say if I'm going for a night out or something. But there's a few that I switch between. I've got a couple of Real Techniques face brushes that I use sometimes. So it just depends how much time I've got, what I'm in the mood for, that kind of thing. And then I've got to make sure that you blend it down your neck just so that you don't get a foundation line. And then once I've done that, if I feel like I need any more coverage, I will go in with just a little bit more. But the only thing I feel like I need a bit more coverage is this little thing right there. So I'm just going to take my Sigma Precision P82 brush and just put a bit more. Ouch, they're really painful. Just going to put a bit more on there. So after I have applied my foundation, this is where I do my highlighting and contouring. Now I always go in and highlight first and then I contour. So the first thing I'm going to take is my Becca concealer. This is a couple of shades lighter than my skin tone is, and then I'm taking this on just a flat eyeliner brush from ELF. And then I'm going to mark out the areas that I want to highlight. So what I do is the Kim Kardashian-esque triangle under here, and then I bring this up towards my hairline like that, so I've got the triangle here, and then I'll just do that on the other side as well. And I'll also take some of this down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my chin, and then also in this area, and then also just here. So this does look extremely scary and it looks like I'm in some kind of tribe, but then what I do is take a Real Techniques Expert face brush and then I just buff this in, and I don't like swipe all around because that's going to take away from the actual highlighting, so I'm just going to kind of buff it into the areas that I've already applied it on. So I just kind of buff it around just to kind of blend it in. So then this is what the highlighted face looks like, and now we're going to get on with contouring. So what I use for contouring, similar to highlighting, I use cream products to contour with mainly, just because I feel like they last a lot longer and they also blend in with the skin and make it look a bit more natural, if it can look natural. So I take a bit of my Becca concealer, and then I also use this Healthy Sun BB Cream Bronzer. So they're both cream products, and then I just go ahead and contour with them. So the first I take is the concealer, and then I take this on a, what is this? A Real Techniques foundation brush, and then I just get some on the brush. Becca concealers are really hard, if that makes sense. Like, they're very densely packed. So then once I've got a bit on my foundation brush, I will just go ahead and mark out the areas that I want to contour. So I take it on my cheekbones, just like that. Then I will take it up around my hairline as well, just to make my huge forehead look slightly smaller. And then again around my hairline, and then I'll take it up the top bit as well. Then I'll also connect these two bits together around the side here, like that. And then I'll kind of bring it up a little bit more on my cheekbones. I'll also take this down the sides of my nose. And then I'll also take this below my chin and along my jawline to make it look a bit more chiseled. And then once I've done that, I will take a different blending brush or face brush. This is just a different Real Techniques This is just a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I will just buff all of this in. Again, making sure I stick to the areas that I've put the bronzer on, just so that it doesn't kind of smudge and make me just look orange. So then I'm just going to blend this all in. You can also use a makeup sponge for this, like a beauty blender, something like that. So after I have buffed all that in, it kind of looks a bit more harsh on camera than it is in person. So then what I do, I usually do this if I'm going on a night out or somewhere that I'm going to be taking pictures that I want my features to be a bit more prominent. I will take my BB bronzer again on the foundation brush and then just kind of emphasize the contour lines that I've already done. So I'll just go mainly on my cheekbone area and forehead and nose. And again go in with that brush and just buff it in. So after I have buffed in those darker contouring products, I will go ahead and do my highlighting. This time I'm taking my Becca Liquid Illuminating Highlighter. This video is not sponsored by Becca, I just have some of their products. And I just take this and put this on the top of my cheekbones and then around the side in kind of like a sideways V shape, and I do this again on the bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow. So then I just go ahead and blend it in like this. Again, you can do this with powder products, but I've just really recently been enjoying the look of liquid and cream products to use for highlighting and contouring. So after I have done that, I will go ahead and set my under eye concealer specifically, and I use the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder for this, and then I'm also taking an e.l.f. small stippling brush which looks just like this, and I just go ahead and apply this under my eyes just to set that concealer and stop it creasing, and also I'll just apply this kind of on the triangle where I highlighted. And then I just take what's left on the rest of the brush and apply it around my chin and this area, and then on my forehead. I don't like setting all of my foundation just because I do have dry skin anyway, and it tends to kind of make it look a bit more cakey. So that's all I do for setting. And then after that I will go ahead and take my blush. Today I've used Rimmel's Pink Rose. It's a really nice dusky pinky kind of colour. And then I just apply this on a standard dome brush and just apply this on the apple of my cheeks like that. And then once I have finished that, I go ahead and set my entire face. The lipstick that I have just used is MAC's Lovelorn. Again, it's a really nice just pinky colour. So then I take my Urban Decay setting spray and then just spray this all over my face. Sorry that the sun's kind of shining here. It's very incredibly annoying, but there's not a lot I can do about it because I didn't get my studio lights out today because I wasn't feeling it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna set my face. That is my completed foundation, highlight, contour, setting routine. I hope that you guys did enjoy it and maybe found it useful for how you can try out some cream products, or alternatively just do it with powder products and it will still look really good. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!